Hello, my friends. This is Dr. Ginny Barrow. As we start this brand new week, I want to give you some inspiration as I get ready to attend today and tomorrow the Rise Women in Healthcare Leadership Summit. My job will be to wrap up the conference on Tuesday afternoon after I listen to all the speakers and I do what I do best, which is to help my clients create actionable plans that fit into their life, their schedule, and that get them closer to their compelling vision. That will be my main role tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, I'm going to enjoy everyone who's participating in the conference, the speakers. I'm going to be networking with everybody present. And so I want to give you one acronym that I came up with that I think is going to help you. And the acronym is to rise. Rise, 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 my friends. RISE. How do we rise? There are four key components to rise. The number one is to recognize your value and that of others. When we know in our hearts and in our minds the value that we bring to the people around us, to our jobs, to our roles, many different roles and all the different hats that we wear, and when we recognize the same value in other people, not only are we living our truth and our light, but we're also getting to witness that in other people around us. And when we see it, we can acknowledge it, appreciate it. And appreciation is 100% free. The next one is to the I in rise, which is to imagine the possibilities. Without us having a vision for our future and having that compelling vision, regardless of what it looks like right now. And I know that it could be very challenging to envision a positive future, to see the possibilities if you are stuck in the middle of problems and trauma and issues and difficult people and difficult situations. It's extremely hard to do that. So I'm throwing you a lot of compassion and love if that happens to be where you are today. You feel like you're stuck in the middle of a soup and you can't get out of that. I want you to know that the first step to begin to shift out of that place where you may find yourself stuck is to begin to envision or imagine what the possibilities are for you. Imagine that just like you are stuck in this place right now, there is a slight chance that things will change, that maybe things will turn. And if you can at least perceive that maybe things will look up, that is one step in the right direction. So I'm not going to ask you to imagine this compelling, great, grand vision for yourself when you find yourself that there are no possibilities. Instead, I'm asking you to take a tiny little step and simply think about, well, maybe this will change tomorrow. Maybe this will change soon. And that alone will begin to shift your energy level, shift your vibration, because it is that vibration with which you show up in the world that attracts a lot of crap to you, or it attracts a lot of possibilities to you. The way you are looking at things right now has a lot to do with what is happening in your life. And so if you begin to shift to a more positive outlook, it's 50-50, by the way. The fact that something will go wrong and the fact that something will go well. So if those are the odds, why not shoot for the ones that perhaps it will go well? Which one makes you feel better? And focus on that one. That's what I have for you about the I. Imagine the possibilities. And the S in rise is seek support. So many of us suffer in silence. We suffer by ourselves because we either feel that we're competent enough, which, by the way, all my clients are very competent, very smart people. They seek support and they look for coaching, not because they're weak or because they don't know. Seeking support simply means that you have come to the end of your skill set in a particular area and you want someone to help you move forward. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't do that for somebody else. It's just very difficult to give yourself a good haircut. Even when you know how to cut hair, you still go to the barber or the salon to get your hair cut. Similarly, seeking support is when you are at the point where you don't know what else to do and you want someone who's a professional, hopefully, to help you shift and move forward with more confidence, more peace, more ease, and to get you toward where you want to go without having to wait forever or suffering unnecessarily. That's my main goal, to help my clients shift so they don't have to suffer unnecessarily. And the last part of RISE is the E, empower yourself and others. And let me start by talking about empowering others. No matter how far you've gotten in life, there's always someone behind you who's trying to get to where you are. If you have the power to give that person a hand, to support them, to guide them in any way possible, to open doors, to mentor them, to sponsor them if you happen to be in a role where you can actually give someone an opportunity for a new role or a job. That is what empowering others means. And while we are sometimes too busy doing our own lives, we may forget to open our eyes to see how much good we could be doing by simply opening our eyes and looking around to see the people who can use our support, who can maybe even use an encouraging word to let them know what a great job they are doing, or let them know that you see them and appreciate the work that they're doing. That is empowering others. And how do you empower yourself? You empower yourself when you recognize your unique value and that of others, when you imagine the possibilities, when you seek support. Those are the things that I've been describing when it comes to rising. Rise, 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 my friends. This is our gift. This is our right. And no one will give us the right to rise unless we give it to ourselves. So I'm here to support you every step of the way. And this July, I'll be running my Fearless Leaders Challenge, which is my specialized leadership training that I do only once in every period. So this will be the only time that I run the Fearless Leaders Challenge this summer. And I'm inviting you to join me. If you're curious as to what this leadership training is all about, the name says a lot, Fearless Leaders Challenge, right? What is it like to be a fearless leader, to show up courageous in your life? And the training that I'm going to give you is going to help you rise, to recognize your value and your strengths, to imagine the possibilities, to seek support, and to empower yourself and others. So if you want to be part of this training, which I'm going to keep limited so that I can make sure to interact with everybody who's there, go to fearlessleaderschallenge.com and register to save your seat. And together we will rise. I will see you then.